This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
What are the trends and activities of the people here in the metro?
Find out about these hobbies and more right here on Hobby Life.
I'm your host, Tisha Polinario, together with my co-host, Berna Scaraga.
Hobbies are not limited to just collecting, but a lot of people also play and use their collection for competitions.
And tonight, we'll be discussing an example of just that. A lot are into a term, they're called a game called trading cards, right?
So today, to discuss that, we have
Miko Abrina.
Hi, hello. Thank you for having me here.
Welcome to the show. So, why do you think MTG or Magic the Gathering rather is one of the most popular card games to the date?
Well, in my opinion, it's something about their inclusion of stories.
Inclusion of stories.
Yes, and their attractive character designs.
So did it start as a storybook?
Oh, yeah.
There is a storybook, right?
I think it's side by side with the gaming,
itself.
with the
With the
game
game.
itself.
And then, how about the art style? These are different artists, or it's just one single artist?
It's different artists.
and I've heard that they normally go with traditional art more than the digital, right?
Yeah, in the past they have the traditional artists, but
Yeah.
now they have more on the digital artists.
So they've
Digital
evolved.
painting. Yes,
evolved.
yes.
How about in compared to art style? Like you've noticed there are other card games. Magic the Gathering is not the only one in the field, right? So as compared to, let's say, Cardfight Vanguard or Pokemon, why do you think Magic the Gathering is more attractive in a sense, aesthetic-wise?
As a game?
Yeah, as
or
a game.
Well, I think they have tackled more on the more realistic art style than the anime based, but they will attract more on the fantasy genre fans.
Fantasy genre. So we've been talking about Magic the Gathering, how famous it is, but we never really got to ask, what is Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, what is Magic?
What's Magic the Gathering?
Magic the Gathering mostly is based on the characters who planeswalk. They're called planeswalkers, and there's the story revolves in the multiverse of planes.
Oh, so is there a certain image a player gets into when he plays the game? He or she plays the game?
I'm sorry, what
wait.
A
image?
certain image, for example, like in Yu-Gi-Oh, I believe we take the persona of a spellcaster
Yeah.
and we summon monsters. So is it something similar like that in Magic the Gathering, or is there no?
And like in Cardfight Vanguard, when we call ourselves card fighters. Or,
Yeah, we envision ourselves as the vanguard.
Yeah.
Well, if you like, it could be the. Well, actually, we're the planeswalkers. Like the players are like planeswalkers. They cast spells based on the mana.
So these are the monsters in the.
If we put in analogy with other card games, these are like the monsters.
Yeah.
Or
They can
not.
cast the monsters.
They can
But they can
cast-
also cast spells that affect the field,
So talk,
their world.
yeah, about the game. How do you play the game?
You have the 20 life.
Yeah, 20
Yeah,
life.
you
Well,
start
you
with
have a deck.
20.
You have a deck of cards. Of course, you build the deck around it. The, with 60 cards usually.
60
Yeah,
is
That's
the
a
minimum.
standard. Oh, okay.
It's a standard.
Okay.
Ah, okay. But is that the minimum? No, that's
Or
not.
you can go beyond.
You can go beyond.
Wow.
And in the tournament, you could also have 15 card sideboard, depending on the format. Other formats doesn't have that 15 card sideboard.
Oh. And is that something that that's a mechanic that just recently came out, or has it always been around?
The game is evolving. Like
Oh.
they have
They have additional rules.
additional rules.
Oh.
Yes. They also have other game designers.
So how about in deck composition? We notice in Magic the Gathering there are certain colors to the cards. Can you explain like what each color means or what?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the most aggressive one is the red.
Mm.
Red. Okay.
The red is more on the chaos side.
Oh.
The
So-
green, the more on the natural, but they also have the bigger creatures. They love the nature.
Mm.
So that's where they get their power from.
Yeah.
That's where they get their power from. So if that's the case,
There are still other colors though.
Oh yeah. There
Yes,
are-
they have. There are other colors. They have the green. No, the black one.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
represent the
Swamp. I
corruption
believe. Yeah.
and the evil of the game,
So-
the story.
So not only is there a story behind the environment, but there's also there's also a hidden meaning behind what the environment symbolizes. Like when you said swamp, what he mentioned was
Evil.
Evil, yeah.
and then there was the green, which is nature, and then all the
Yes.
creatures over there are really big, so we can see where their powers are coming from. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Depends on the colored mana.
So
Wow.
how did you start your journey in Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, we can tell that you're really into it right now.
Yes.
With what you're saying, we're getting a lot, but we never really got to know how or why you started playing it.
Sorry. I started when it was introduced to me by my cousin.
That's actually how a lot of people
Card
get
games
into
start. Older
hobby
cousins.
games. Yeah.
But
Otherwise,
actually,
yeah.
it's more accidental when I acquired the cards. I thought it was the Magic Tricks, the card game.
it's called Magic
Oh yeah,
the
it's
Gathering. Yeah, I
magic.
thought
So
I
you
could-
thought you could like shuffle all those cards and magically
Yes. So
they fly around.
Yeah, I bought it in the card store. I thought that I could do the tricks, but it's a different.
It's a different.
You
It's a
signed.
different-
I thought I
there.
signed up for something I knew about. I knew a lot about. So parang it ended up being like that.
So did you like it at first, or it took time?
It took time, yes. But the illustrations are really magnetic. It's very attractive.
So that's what drew you in
Yes.
as a player.
I actually also read that they have a lot of flavor text around the characters.
Yes, they have.
I actually take a lot of time in reading that. I think that's one thing that might get me into it, the flavor text,
Yeah.
because they put in a lot of background into the characters, don't they?
And then they
Yes.
make
They
them
do.
a bit witty also. witty
Yeah, they
sounding.
do. They're very in character.
Can you give us example of those sayings, or you don't
Yeah,
remember?
if
any?
you remember one right now.
I have one favorite
Okay.
saying. I think it's in the blue card.
Okay.
Mike.
Mastery is achieved when telling time becomes telling time what to do.
Does
Wow.
it sound like a blue card?
I'm actually not aware. What does the blue card mean? I'm
Wow.
sorry.
The
More
card is
on
a telling
water.
time. It's a telling time card.
Oh. And do you remember which creature? Are those what they're called? Are they called creatures?
It's more on the. Yeah, they have creature spells. They also
Yeah.
have instant spells.
So they're
That
called
card is from the instant
spells.
spells. Yeah.
So you're on the
Artifacts.
magic. So basically, that's magic. You
Ah,
cast spells.
okay, I
Whoa!
get it.
we just got mind blown in there. So next up, right now, what deck are you using? If, of course, that's to say that you own a lot of different variations.
Yeah, I have two decks. In the commander format, I have this Akiri Bruce. It's a partner Boros using white and red colors.
Oh, so you can mix up the colors too.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's actually very fun.
Yeah, way back then there was only single color decks. So when did the rule where you can mix colors come up?
Actually, it's been since in the past, but
Oh,
it's
but
not
it's been
that
there for-
popular because it's very hard to cast the spell when
Now
you
that
have
you
combination of colors.
Now that you mention
How
it.
do you cast spells in Magic the Gathering?
You need to have the mana to cast spells.
And
that
the mana comes
from a land card.
Oh, the land. Oh yeah, now I remember. And then you put
Tap.
them face down, and
Yeah.
then you twist them. On
Yeah,
the,
it's
if
like
that's
tapping.
the right term.
Tapping
yeah, are there
cards.
any unique, what do you call those?
Mechanics.
Not exactly mechanics, but like the term taps and swing.
Oh,
Like,
is
what
there
are-
something that you call the gestures when you
Yes.
play? Like when you swing the cards, or is it called swinging, or
You could call that swinging, but it's famous with players. But it's usually called in a tap position when it's been used.
Oh,
So this is
It's
to
like in a-
indicate the card is already done.
Yes.
but oh.
Like the spell is cast.
Oh
it's
yeah, yeah.
done.
And then it's actually a really big community now. We're like looking at the photos that
Yeah, we're
are
looking at the photo.
appearing on screen. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me,
Oh.
right?
And is that a tournament? I hear that happens a lot.
Yes.
These happens in shops mostly.
Mostly in.
So there are card shops around that cater to the game.
Yes. Around Manila.
How many? Do you know a number?
Not exactly, but I think it's more than 10 shops.
Oh, that's actually a lot considering. Pero if you can estimate, is that enough for the community? Is it a growing community, or
It is a growing community, yes.
there we go?
So, usually, what kind of players do you have? Like ages, if you can give an age range.
It goes around like young age, around 10 years old,
Wow.
They can
up
understand.
to
Wow.
60 years old.
6 years old.
And do
When-
they have the same? Did they have the same origin story as to how they got into the card game, or
Maybe some of them.
maybe some of them? Wow. We might start getting into it again.
Maybe. I'm
Maybe
not
we're
quite
not
sure.
ready yet.
So, what are the doors that open to you because of Magic the Gathering? The people you've met or the tournaments you've joined that brought you places?
Sorry.
No.
Where has Magic the Gathering taken you
Mm.
in the years that since you started playing it?
Yeah, I'm almost playing like in an amateur level because I haven't won a major tournament, but I'm trying.
Yeah, you can
I've
always
won
get better. Yeah.
like I've won
Minor tournaments.
minor tournaments.
That's
in local
within
shop.
the shops, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, how big are the tournaments here in Manila?
The biggest one I think is in the Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah. When
Yeah.
they pick a representative from the Philippines, is that it? Or
yeah,
is that a
it
different?
could be, yes.
Oh.
But in the past, they have at least 1,400 participants for the
Oh.
tournament.
So, is it more than one day? Or do
And it's
they-
more than one day.
Oh,
They have
so
the
it's-
screening day, like you have to win this before you could go to the second day.
That's gonna be a really tough competition considering
Yes.
1,400.
Yeah, more or
More,
less.
probably more.
Probably more.
And
So
then they're
that's how
gonna
big
start
the community is.
and they're gonna have to
before.
start narrowing all that down for the second day just so that they can tally which one is, I don't know, on top. Is that the right
Or for the
term?
next tournament.
Yeah.
Next day. So that's how big it was. That's how many years ago. So now we can expect the tournaments to be even bigger than they are.
Probably bigger.
And that's only your estimate in the metro, right? You'll
Yes.
never know.
Yeah,
There's still Visayas and
provinces.
Mindanao. There's probably just as many or even more people taking part in this hobby, and
Do people
they're
fly
unaware.
in just to compete
Yes, we have from other countries
Whoa.
that flew
here in
just
Manila?
to play in Manila.
Wow.
So,
Specifically the Grand Prix.
so our players are actually decent here.
Whoa, whoa there, whoa there.
Sorry.
Oh
The
yeah.
players are actually good, like competitive
Yes.
in the national level.
We have,
International.
I think we have also representative here in the Philippines that fly to the other countries just to
What's
play.
the top country right now for Magic the Gathering?
Yeah. In terms of players or
No, as in like who tops the tournament
Oh,
in recent?
wow.
I could say it may be the Europeans and the Americans.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Wow.
Now the Japanese are going.
They're
to-
catching up.
They're catching
They're
up. Yes.
They're catching up. Oh gosh. We
need
better
to
step up our game. Philippines better step up its game if that's the case.
or create our own game.
Wow.
I'm looking too
Whoa,
far.
that's like Big
So,
words there.
Yeah. Apparently, we're going to have to take a short break, but we'll be back to learn more about the games and about different games here in Hobby Life.
Don't change that channel.